Yo, Sweetness was his name, his game's bananas, you've been waiting. I'm about to educate you about the late great Walter Payton. Rest in peace my dude, you was the best that ever did it. Pearlman wrote the book, listen as I spit it. Racial segregation, discrimination, couldn't stop him. Name a defense in the 80s, guaranteed Walter dropped him. Popped them like corks, chugging like a ferry. Had an alliance with the appliance-sized refrigerator Perry.
What I want to talk today about in regards to my new book, Sweetness, The Enigmatic Life of Walter Payton, dropping 10/4. Dropping is really a dumb sounding word, sorry. Coming out October 4th, is reporting. And how do you report a book? And it's funny, when you've had some success in this game, which I guess I've had, like people tend to, people email you or call you and say, I really have a great book idea. And maybe it is a great idea, but I really think like the key to writing a really good book, an in-depth book, a really in-depth biography, it's not just like you have a great idea or even like you know how to write. It's about the reporting, it's about the research, it's about always making the extra call, like always. Make the extra call, make the extra call. You've called someone, you've talked to 27 people about Walter Payton's years at Jackson State, and then you find number 28, calling him. Because there's always a detail waiting out there somewhere. There's always someone's memory. So what I do personally is when I start a project, is the first thing I tend to do, especially with an athlete like Walter Payton, is I make a list of everyone I need to call. And what I'll do is I'll go to, I write for Sports Illustrated for the website now, and I'll go to the SI library where they have great librarians, and I'll get copies of every media guide. And I will copy, let me see if I have, this is an awkward video, but I have, right here. Okay, so I get a copy of the 1983 media guide, just as an example. And I'll photocopy it, and I'll go through every single person in the media guide. So, here, look. I'll go like, okay, we have, let's see, Calvin Thomas, try to find him. Keith Van Horn, try to find him. It's a little blurry, but Henry Watcher, Lenny Watershed, I probably mispronounced there, Ricky Watts, Brooks Williams, Walt Williams. And I will literally go through this media guide and make a file for everybody on my computer, every single guy. In fact, if you go here and you look at my laptop, this is my Walter Payton section, right? And everybody has a file. So you go down, 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 you go to the Bears, right? First it's Associates, then Bears. And there's a file for every guy from every media guide during Walter Payton's time with the team. And let's say you go to like, let's see, Vern Carter, who was a quarterback in 1975. It opens up, you go, Vern Carter tells you when I spoke to him, when he played with the Bears, his background, his information, his work number, his email, and then, everything you need to know, my entire interview with Vern Carter. And that's like, I just think the true greatness of a biography, the true merit of a biography is in the details. And what I do then is I'll take a huge folder like this. I print everything out. I need to have everything printed out. It's a huge waste of trees, I totally admit, but I have to have everything printed out. So I do this big ass folder for like, this is Jackson State. And I'll write on the folder every time I do an interview. And what it becomes for me is like a collection. Some people collect, right here, baseball cards. Some people collect stamps. When I'm working on a book, I collect interviews. And I count them. I literally count them. It's like a source of pride for me, how many interviews you have. And I'll print them all out, and then I'll go through them with a highlighter, marking what's important, what's not important. So like, here, this is W.C. Gordon, who at the time Walter was there, was an assistant coach at Jackson State. And I'll print it out, and then I'll, highlight what's important. And then when I'm doing the Jackson State years, I'll break out this folder and go through it. And when I write a book, what I like to do is report everything first. So let's say, hypothetically, I have a year to write a book, which is not enough time generally. But if I had a year, I'll take 7 months to report and use the rest of the time to write.
Rest in peace, Walter. Greatest running back. Sweetness. Greatest running back the NFL ever saw.